Welcome back to the channel. In one of my previous videos where I covered the Fort Siloso guns and tunnels, I mentioned that both the forts at Blakang Mati Island and the fortifications at Pasir Panjang formed the main defenses against any adversarial shipping intent on taking the harbour from the south of the island. In this video I will cover the fortifications at Pasir Panjang in the area now known as Labrador Park. To get there by public transport, first get to the Labrador MRT station. It's a 10 to 15 minute walk from here. It can get warm, and we will be doing quite a bit of walking, so dress appropriately. Also bring an umbrella, as it can rain anytime in Singapore, and there is no shelter. If you're trying to figure out the direction, I highly recommend using Google Maps to find your way. Also look for signpostings that point to Labrador Park. Once you see this road, then just follow it. You should reach this junction. First we'll head up the hill on the right. It is quite a yomp up. At the top you'll see a little lookout and the entrance to the Labrador Villa. Here is the lookout. It's not so obvious on the video, but you can actually catch a glimpse of the sea from here. We're going to check out the Labrador Villa. This is a colonial style bungalow that you can rent for events and a stay. The views of the sea there are quite spectacular. The villa was originally built in 1881 as a private residence for George John Mansfield, a prominent British ship chandler and co-founder of the steamship company Mansfield and Company. In the 1920s, the British government took over the site. The villa and its surrounding buildings were repurposed to house a military garrison for the British Army's artillery unit. The villa became part of the broader Fort Pasir Panjang defense system. During World War II, this area was a critical coastal battery site to defend against advancing Japanese forces. After decades of military and administrative use, the site was earmarked for conservation. In 2002, the surrounding area was officially gazetted as the Labrador Nature Reserve, and the villa was converted into a boutique hotel. Here you can catch a glimpse of the sea. Okay, down from the Labrador Villa is a road and you can locate the site of the Labrador Battery. There are no guns here, but there is a historical marker to mark the spots where the battery was located. You can take the stairs down to another area. This area was no doubt used by the British Army at some point, but I don't know what it was used for. There is an interesting nugget of history. Apparently, there was a tunnel that led from this fortification all the way to Fort Siloso in the now Sentosa Island, but I do not know where it is. Okay, now we'll walk back downhill again back to the junction we turned right on. Now instead we will walk ahead. Soon we will reach a car park area, and if we just continue on, we will be able to reach the coast. This would be the approach the British wanted to protect with the batteries here at Labrador Park. This is another view. The island over there is Blakang Mati, now called Sentosa, and to the right is where Fort Siloso is. If you continue walking along the coast to your right, you will come to a pillbox still standing from World War II. These pillboxes were positioned to protect the Labrador Battery on the hill above, specifically guarding the 12-pounder guns at Belaya Point. They were meant to repel commando-type units that might land along the coast to disable Singapore's heavy artillery. If you look closely, you would be able to see the tower up on the hill. We'll head over to the gun positions up the hill soon. But before that, I wanted to show you the obelisk at the park. It primarily served as a maritime boundary marker. The obelisk was painted white to provide a clear visual reference for sailors and mariners, identifying their position as they navigated the narrow channel. Okay, after walking back to the car park area, there's an entrance to the hill, fortifications. After walking a short distance, you come to this gun position. According to the sign, it says it is the 4th gun position. You will have to use your imagination to see what this position would have looked like when it was part of the British coastal defenses. Nearby is an underground storage tunnel. Okay, this ends this video. I will end the video with a shot of the recreated Dragon's Tooth rock structure that once was used by sailors as a land marker to guide them to the Singapore harbour. Also at the end you will see the island Blakang Mati, now called Sentosa from Labrador Park. Thank you for staying to the end. If you enjoyed this video or found it useful for your trip to Singapore, please like and subscribe. Thank you and see you in the next video.